Welcome to this series where we are using a English campaign to get a little bit more familiar with large-scale combat, which can result in large amounts of confusion. And I think so far we've done quite well, but I still feel that I've got a lot more to learn with respect to large-scale combat, especially involving crossing water. So now, now, before we get into anything else, as usual, big thank you for your comments and feedback. You guys give me a lot to think about. Now, in this part, I want to do a couple of things. The first thing I want to do is, now the next thing I want to talk about is the fact I'm recording this at the end of January, and it's looking very much that the new patch is not that far away. And of course, the amount of changes in that patch is going to warrant a complete restart based on the information that's coming out. And of course, I'm recording this on the Wednesday, so there's a good chance that there will be another Tinto talk out later on today, because I'm recording this quite early. So I'm not sure how much life is left in this series, but I'll be completely upfront. When I started this series, I said that I'd only ever do England once, but I'm starting to get very intrigued about actually playing England. But so there's a good chance that sometime in the future I'll come back to England, but not in the next series. Although, to be honest, I've got absolutely no idea what the next series is going to be. I need to think about that. If you have any suggestions of what you'd like to see, feel free to put it in the video description. Now, to give you a bit of an update of where we are, in the last part, at the end of the last part, we were back at war with France. And I made a bit of a mistake in the sense that I was playing on to get to a point where the war would end, and it came up, and I kind of said, okay, right, and we actually won the war, and luckily we got 3 more locations from France here. So we actually gained a very modest amount of territory, and at the moment I'm integrating it. Now, the other major war we're involved in is when we were meant to be supporting Castile, but I think Castile's going to lose that battle because I haven't provided any assistance, and I didn't really want to drain my resources to get that done. Now, I'm just going to unpause the game and let it run, because we're going to go through a period of truce now. And one mechanic I do really want to explore before this series comes to an end is the fact that I want to do some exploration. Now, I'll be completely upfront. I've watched a very short tutorial on exploration, and what I'm thinking is that what's it we got to do? But this is going to be my very first attempt. I've never done this before. I've got no idea exactly what's going to happen. It says, my instinct is if we could get down here, if Castile's in problems, could we sneak down here and kind of get a colony down here, or at least explore a range? The alternative is that we go for the Azores and go to there. But I think maybe we'll go for the Canary Isles. Wow, what's this? There's a set a location to start from your exploration. I've got absolutely no idea, but I don't know if distance makes any difference. Just going to pause the game, and messages can be quite... I think we'll start from Portsmouth. What's this here? Is this the cost? Distance to target. Oh, so if we search this, is it? So Jersey is the nearest, but they've probably got nothing on it. Weymouth doesn't have a population. Oh, it says there's a population there. But I still like Portsmouth, Portishead, Southampton, Portsmouth. It's a little bit further, but I think it's going to be okay. Okay, so we've now got, we've got to select a character to send. I'm presuming this guy's the explorer. We could send Sir William Plantagenet. In his preparation would take 255 days. 200. Oh, so it looks like how long they prepare depends on their stats. So I've got no idea, but I think this guy's got 251 days. So was that him? Yeah, 252 days. Oh, so the game was lying to me. Now, it is going to cost us money, 10 ducats, but I just want to see what happens. I mean, I'll probably mess it up completely, but that's the way it is. Now, while all that's going on, I would ideally like to try and sort out Ireland. The Pale is there, but they're not doing very much at the moment. Let's have a look at here. So, yeah, welcome to that. Possible reactions. Country cool off. We've still got unrated telling us we could raise more levies. Missing lumber mill and Harrow. We got problem with lumber again. Okay, so we got truces until 1381, so it's only a 2-year truce actually. We've got missing RGOs because I've been building a lot of RGOs, and of course we need to kind of elevate the staff here. We've got fishing holes. We've still got to sort out Scotland. We've got yeomanry insurgents. Pops needed. Okay, we got good old sturdy grains again. Got legumes in the Dublin market, peppers in that. We've got rebel patriots, non-integrated yeah, we still haven't integrated the Out of Hebrides here at the moment. It's not exactly a high priority, but we are integrating these. So supply depot cache capacity. Okay, so and from a research perspective, we're going in. Oh, the other thing that I did get is we've now got access to banking and also Renaissance. Now, one thing I do want to look for is here is universities, education of elites. I think what I wouldn't mind. I've been told that universities are really good, but if we go this way, we get a name for a cabinet member. Okay, we'll go this way, and so we're going to finish off this research tree here. Because I've opened up banking and I wanted to get to standardized coins to open up this side of the tree, and I think I meant to go to counting houses. Okay, we'll add counting houses and say says here. So defeat of King Juan. Okay, what a shame. We lose 10 prestige. So we've now got there. These guys probably hate us because we were enemies. Let's just see. Open the code. Oh no, they don't like it. They like a certain amount. Okay, maybe what we'll do is we'll get him to improve opinion again. How about Aragon? I think we've lost our alliances. We're offering an alliance to Aragon. How are we doing? We got, and about Portugal. Portugal still likes us, despite the fact they were a thing. Lady Joan Beaumont has died. Now, I am improving, I think I've improved the Pale. Oh, we're annexing the Pale now, that's it, yeah. The idea is going to be is to annex the Pale, and then if we can sort this area out, we could then start to reconquer some of this areas here. Okay, the Naples praises our conviction. Leverage within the church. I think we'll go with that. Yeah, so what I'd like to do is we want to consolidate Scotland. This guy's up to 151% now. Can we integrate you? Send off the start annexation, yeah. I want to annex that because that makes it part back of Harris, which we've already got. So we're going to annex him. So I've got all sorts of annexations going on all over the map. We've got, oh, the other thing I've also kicked off is that I've been upgrading Norwich to a city, mainly because this is the first time ever I've actually upgraded a city as well. And I thought, well, we'll give it a go and actually see how things are actually working. Because, we've got a parliament. Okay, right, London. We'll hold it in London. What have we got here? Expand our armory. Nobility issues. Oh, stop it. Okay. That's 40%. What will this give us? Selecting this issue will add 40% of Parliament support the nobility, as the nobility are backing the issue. We'd be able to construct an armory in Lynn, Norwich, Boston, York. Oh yeah, we're gonna go for that. Now the next question is, do we want any new laws? Laws. I really need to. We've got. Moment we've got no censorship. I think that's good enough. Heirs religion. Same religion as group. I don't think we really need that, do we? Marriage laws. Oh, that's a massive amount of choices, isn't it? Military laws. What have we got here? Levy law, maritime law. Can we do anything with? We've got perfect trade routes at the moment, and it calls capital shipwright standards. At the moment we status it's 2.5, trade range 10%. That's good though. But naval audits. Will that help us with naval maintenance? I don't think it's worth jeopardizing the possibility that we might not get it. I'm looking for something that might be towards centralization and aristocracy. I certainly want that. There's feudal de jure laws, speed of integration. Yep, we certainly want to keep that. Legal code. We've got common law at the moment, which gives us stability investment costs 10 minus 10%. Decentralization, efficiency. That could be nice. That would give us progress towards centralization. How are we doing towards centralization? At the moment well, I think we've maxed out 50. We cannot push any further. Yes, we can't push any further that way. All of the Garter, Royal Court, Itinerant Court. We don't really want to change that. Social border controls, open border, cultural traditions, civil society. We could change this towards maximum tax for peasants to states. That could make us some money, actually. Again, it's not religious teaching, uneducated masses. See, this doesn't change anything here. Devout education, no. Apologies about this being precious metal estate laws. Now, I think we can forego the passing a law. We don't, I mean, I did consider attacking Brabant here, but they've actually got they've got an alliance with Holland, but I think Holland is, I did follow it through, and I think Bohemia lurks in here somewhere, so we don't really want to go head to head with Bohemia. Right, let's see if we can spend some money on something. We've got 963, a firm hand. This is, we gain a firm hand for 10 years. What's this? Subject income plus 5%. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Right, let's get down to some production. Looks like our most profitable is the Distillers Guild. Is that because we need what's the right, where we got potential Distillers Guild in Boston, so we go there. What happened there? We have a Distillers Guild, got a Potters Guild. I think we'll get another Distillers Guild in Boston. What are you building here? Clergy, weapon. Now we don't want to blow too much money because we still got to probably have to pay for the what we call it, for all those things. We've got Carpenters Guild here. It looks like the Tailors Guild has dropped down the process at the moment. Right, let's have a look at the Carpenters Guild. We got that's in Chichester. Maybe work for a. Okay, we've lost 5% support, but we're okay. It says we've got. I thought we were in Chichester. Yeah, I think we'll build another one there because that's where we got the wood supply. Talking of lumber, we've got no lumber again. I must admit, I've actually remember watching I think it was by Generalized Gaming, and he was saying about wood. We can't enhance the wood anymore there. I think we're just gonna. We don't have many more wood locations left at the moment, so we may have to. About Wessex. What's our standing in Wessex? 200. Can we change to fiefdom? Oh no, we can't integrate you for another quite a few years, can we? The other thing I want to look at is maritime presence. We are building our maritime presence because, of course, after beating the French, that's 82%. So if we go to proximity, we should see we're still building through here. I need to get into this area somehow. We've got nothing this way. Is there any way we can build through into here? Let's have a look at control. Actually, no, roads. Maybe we can spend some money on roads. Annexing the Isles. Okay. Change the opinion of the kingdom every name. Okay. We've gained a core. Okay, so. Wow. I think that's because this will drop eventually, because if we come into here, this is going to be 95%. Yeah, but I think eventually once we roll over, this will drop down because this was a separate piece of land. Back to what was I going to do? Oh yeah, roads. We've got roads to there, to there. I'm wondering, do we have a good port here? Let me just have a look at natural harbours. Natural harbour suitability. The Hull's got a little bit. It's not brilliant. We've got Liverpool here. That's actually worth developing. We could build a city there. We've also got Pembroke here. Okay, so we got Liverpool here. I think we can work with Liverpool. In fact, let me just see. Can we build this into... What's it cost us? Wow. It says found a city. Okay, let me just look at this. Coming of age. Parliament's agreed. So we've now just spent a fortune building... Does that mean we've suddenly got armories? It's a weaponsmith in King's Lynn. Wow. We've got an armory. Okay, so we've suddenly got a rash of armories. Back to Liverpool. Somehow Liverpool was a city, a town, and I didn't know it. Okay, we're going to build up Liverpool. Is there any other... About Pembroke down here? Pembroke's not. If we could make Pembroke into an entry point into Wales here. I think if we build up Liverpool here... What's this here? Second Navy. I I think I had a reason for building this ship and I've forgotten what it was. Wait, you go back up into there. Actually, I think what we'll do is religious influence, false support of France. We have influence we desired. Is it? I don't think it's worth even worrying about keeping France happy, is it? I want to split the navy. We'll split you again. You go up to about there. And we'll put you into there. Now this is a bit of a risk. What we're going to need to do is, in fact, I think we will build a couple more ships. Why have we got no admirals? Okay, we need an admiral. Where's all my admirals? Who are you? You're just an... Actually, I think what I will do is automation. Wait, stop it. We're gonna automate replace admirals. We'll do that, and then it will just get done automatically. I think we've got so many admirals and people like that now, it's not worth actually doing it. Right, back to what I was going to do before the game disturbed me. We're going to build ships. We're going to build traditional galleys. We'll build one there, and maybe one there. We will rule the seas. Yeah, Liverpool was a bit of an oversight. Is that because this was originally the Duchester? It's the Duchy of Lancaster. Okay, so obviously the Duchy of Lancaster isn't doing very much. They need a bit of assistance to build up what they've got here. In Blackburn. Right, we've now got coastal forts. What is the benefit of a coastal fort? Build, construct. Oh, we've got that. We got any money? Yeah, we got the money for it. What do we get for building a coastal fort? Get local maritime presence, hostile naval attrition +1 to hostile disembark, block privateers. Okay, I think we're gonna build one here. We'll build one just to see what the benefit is in Portsmouth. Portsmouth is one of our major naval dockyards, so we might as well just build it back up again. We got the money. We're making a little bit of profit. Is there anything showing down here with respect to what we're exploring? Unhappiness of there. Execute the... We lose 5 prestige. Right, can we afford the satisfaction? Let's have a look. Country, states. Not really, can we? Oh, that's the boat. Oh yeah, we could afford it. That's rising to 88% satisfaction. No, we're just lose the prestige. We can always try and get the prestige back somehow. Maybe by attacking the French again. Unmarried children. No longer considered a great power due to... Oh, great. Of the world. That's because we lost the prestige. Oh, that was a mistake. Fight a foreign clerk. What do we get from here? We set an experienced clergyman to another country who will anger our local clergy, but the expertise of the foreign... Nah, I'm not really interested in that, to be honest. I think we've got more than enough people to... Okay, Lady Mary Plantagenet. 16. Is there any way that we can influence people? Nothing down here. What have we got here? Upper Bavaria. Let's just see. Duchy of Upper Bavaria. We married her. Is first in line to the throne of. Oh yeah. Okay, we'll go with that. We might get an alliance that way. Yeah, we're not interested in that. Okay, so we've got an armory. That should really strengthen our military capability, but we've got to focus a little bit on the economy. Have you finished integrating yet? Right, Norwich is now a city. Is there anything else we can do here that will... We can build a monastery. Don't really feel it for a monastery. Okay, anything else here? Maybe if we build another granary there in Norwich. We're not going to get anything here. What's your... I think I'll queue up another marketplace as well. So is that actually... Because I think it will also lift the control, won't it? Rising it to a city. Nope. So we got a city there. Back to making money. London market. Actually, let's have a look at the Edinburgh. Not really interested in the Dublin market at the moment. Edinburgh market. Market village. What we got here? Durham. Maybe if we push up the market a little bit in this area. What we got here? Wherever that is. Put market in Alec as well. Maybe another one there and there. Normandy is always having a go at us. I'd love to... If we get into another war with the French, Normandy is going to be our #1 capability. Actually, let's have a look at a profile of our army. What have we got? Hobeliers, Olmers. We've only got one set of cannons. Well, I thought cannons would be in the center. Maybe it's time to... Military... Army builder. Maybe we'll get some cannons. What do the camp followers do? Maybe we'll get a couple of camp followers as well. We'll make our army pretty powerful, right? You up to there to improve that capability, and then we'll reinforce this navy here. Forum of Curry. Is that curry? The master cooks of King Edward IV of the Black Plantagenet is bestowed upon the vast compilation of recipes covering everything from the humble roast to complex stews of faraway spices. So it is a curry. Those flavoursome dishes have been devised to meet the grand expectations of the royal banquets. Yep, something. Says well, we're going to go for 20 prestige because that should put us back amongst the great nations again. So if we strengthen our standing in... Right, let's have a look. Is there anything that we can do related to the burger builders? No, not really. Go to the... Not interested in the Dublin market, London market. Paper makers. How's the... Okay, we got potential... Wow, we're certainly getting a lot of kids here. I think we're going to keep pushing up the paper makers. We've got Kingston here. Infrastructure. What have you? What can you contribute? You've got a library. Actually, we need to look at bridges as well. Papermaker. You're maxed out. Oh, Peter's not really making a lot of money, are you? I'll just have a look at wool. Yeah, we're the rightful king of France. Yes, I know. You keep telling us we've got massive overflow of wool. Because we've got wool everywhere. That's spinners guilds. Buildings. Wrong one. Spinner guilds. What we got? How's the profit in Salisbury? Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take you to Agnes. I'm confused. It says we've gained a core. Oh, we've just integrated this area here. Okay, this is now part of England, but it's not part of the. It's still in the Edinburgh market because it's down here. So we've actually kind of probably messed this up a little bit now. Because if we go to proximity to the capital now, get back to, yeah, we're going to need to build out this way now. What have we got in this area? Support the distance abroad. Allows gain, we lose 240. Why waste the coins? No, we're going to support that. We got the money. Right, we need to build up this area. We've got Berwick. Let's have a look at the road situation now. Again, we're going to need to build a. I'd like to build a road from. We've got Edinburgh there. Can we? How much would it cost us to build a road into Dumfries? We'll build a road into Dumfries, and we will build a road from Edinburgh into Selkirk. And hopefully, what that will do is that will bring into Dumfries. We got fibre crops here. What else have we got here? Wool, lumber. Oh, we got lumber and air. But that will go into the Edinburgh market. Actually, if we can we do something like that as well? We've got that link there. We've got Liverpool here. We got in Preston. We got Watergate, Blackburn. We got coal. And we've got really good control here. I think what we'll do is we'll start building. Oops. Was to proclaim the country, and they're now starting a war of independence against us. Oh, great. Okay, subjects. Now we don't need Aragon. We're going to crush these little termites there, but what I will change is we go to manage subjects. We're going to put them onto normal. Okay, right guys, be prepared to get punched in the face. Okay, we got the Lord of the Isles there. I think we could probably do it without even raising our levies, but we'll make a token effort. Raise levies, kind of raise. No, don't cancel. We'll raise army levies for this. We'll raise our northern levies. And of course we'll send the professional army north. I I think probably by the time we get there, the Allies would have done the business. I mean, these guys are actually probably won't even need them, will we? Merge on one single unit, strongest unit. Actually, we're not even going to bother sending our elite army up here. Send you back to St. Albans. Something tells me we are going to win this. You guys merge with that navy. Okay, we're going to need transports to get there. Oh, great. Won't bother. I'm not going to mess about with the Naples poses it. We've got Kingdom of France. Okay, we'll go with that. Yeah, we'll just stand around and look important while these guys are... Okay, we'll send the army over there to speed up the end of that war and rebellion. We got here no real profit in here. Disband you. You got left behind. Disband you. We don't need you. Disband you. Disband you. Got the army here. Why can't we get there? Shift. Get the whole 10 ducats. That's it. Military armies, disband all levies. What we got here? I seem to have armies stuck on the... Do you think you guys could... Obviously, if they are on army, disband all navies. Bring the... Where did I get the navy from? Here. Right. Want my navy back, please. We've got here a pact of caution. King Charles of France. We gained... I'll create a truce for France until... Okay, we'll take the truce. That means the truce has expired. Before we do that, I just want to have a look and see if there's anybody... Oops. You're 67%. Thank you, game. Normandy is no good. I'm sure 79%. Probably not. Actually, we might get some dissent over here in these territories. Are these actually at war? Looks like there's a war going on over here. Because I think these are French territories. Yeah, like, I think this is French. 75%. I thought everyone hated the French. 75%. Can't I find anyone that might be a bit inclined to rebel? Nah, they're all 79%. We'll take the truce then. The Canterbury earthquake of 1383. What a disaster. And we'll lose minor amount of prosperity, lost property and buildings. Support. We'll spend the money. Can we... Right, what's my cabinet doing at the moment? Integrating... Stabilizing the country. Can we do something about integrate province, develop province? We'll spend a bit of time developing Kent, because Canterbury's in Kent. So let's just have a look at our level of control. We've got 90% here, control there. We still need to grow pool. Is there anything? We've got this in here. What can we? What's the? How's the paper business going? Just to keep building up here. Let's have a quick look at Portsmouth. So we've now got a coastal fortress in Portsmouth. That should be influencing maritime presence here. Nearly 99%. If I reinforce this with another coastal fortress here. Yeah, we'll build another coastal fortress. So we got now I know somebody who's not familiar with this England and southern England. You may be thinking, why is he building coastal fortresses here? Well, there's a very obscure piece of history related to Portsmouth and the surrounding areas here. Round Portsmouth, there was a series of forts built, and there was also in the Solent here, because this is the Solent, they built coastal forts as well, and they were called Palmerston's Follies because the idea is to turn Portsmouth into a fortified town that would make it very difficult for any French invasion fleet. Because you've got to remember is that this country spent 500, 600 years fighting the French. So what we can do is make Portsmouth into a kind of and extend it to Chichester. And what Chichester might do is we'll just keep improving this area here by kind of countering the effects of this here. We've got Bristol here. Let's see what... I thought Bristol was a town. Is Bristol not a town? Oh. How can you not have Bristol a town? Got Cardiff, but we don't own Cardiff. That belongs to the Lord of Glamorgan. But I think they are a vassal. Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure they are an indirect vassal, so we could integrate them. What does Cardiff actually have? They don't have a very good port, though. Okay, yeah, well, we've lost the agent. I forgot all about him, actually, to be honest. What is the port? So, town of Cardiff. We got Carmarthen, but I don't think Carmarthen... I was absolutely sure Bristol, because we've been building... Yeah, Bristol is a port. What am I on about? What am I on about? I think what we will do here is what we get for a cathedral back migration, local pop conversion speed monastery. we could build that, but how are we off for books? We're okay for books, but maybe if we pop in a book there. A lady died at the age of 51. She's the ruler's younger sister. Unexpectedly from food poisoning. I could build a hospital that will increase life expectancy. Part of me says let's whack in a cathedral there as well. Advancements of the Lords gain 10% state satisfaction. How's the Lords doing then? Okay, they're now back to 62%. They were quite low. Yeomanry. Right, we've now got minting threshold. Does that actually improve our ability to mint? Oops. So we're getting a little bit more from minting. That's good. So we're now making 53. Is there any way that you can tell exploring? So at the moment we've got 7.03 out of 13.3. So we're not there yet. Okay, apologies for that. I'm kind of part of me. Panic here, which is a fortress. We've got Berwick here. So I'll look at Berwick and see what we can develop in Berwick. We've got fish of all things. I think what I would like in there is a granary. Keep in push that. Actually, there's one building I do want to look at in the it's good old Normandy again. Bridges. Got a bridge there in Shrewsbury. We've got a river coming down here. The river runs down through here at Worcestershire. We build a bridge in. Oh, we've got quite a lot of money. So is there a way I could build a road? Probably going to cost me an arm and a leg. To Staffordshire. Where do I want to go? We've got Stafford here. And we've got a bridge in Shrewsbury. Right, let me just come back to Bristol. Military divided, yep. You can get divided as much as you want. We're going to build a road to Shrewsbury. It costs us 306 ducats, but I think if we can punch a road up along the river here, we might be able to put bridges on here. And what that should do is then increase our... We could build through here, and we could possibly even build into here. We might be able to improve the actual control in... See, look, the controls, the basis of the control is there. It's just that we can't actually see it towards defensive. Was offensive. Right, what direction are we moving at the moment? We're moving towards defensive, so we'll keep pushing at that. So that will work. Is there any more rivers that we can exploit? Let me just see. The rivers seem to show up when you do roads. I think, is it? There, we've got a river coming up here. I don't think there's many other rivers in the area. It's just basically it's the Thames and the Severn. Okay. We got Oldsbury here. Again, you're the fiefdom of Arundel. What have you actually got here? We got livestock. an iron. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Obviously banking hasn't got to them yet. Well, what we could do, actually, where are you? I think we can, I think there's a option in here where you can actually apply, I think you can actually give them the support leaders share knowledge. Yeah, so if we give them that, that kind of pushes them in the direction of institutions. I know it doesn't really. Okay, we got a couple of kids that. Who are you? You're the ruler's grandson. You got the money for it. I think what we're going to do is we're going to give him an expensive education. Well, who are you? Yeah, we're both going to give them both of an expensive education. Because there's a possibility that some of them could be, either of those could be a future king. So we've still got the money for it, but it's like France is expanding in this direction. But to be honest, I'm not too worried about France at the moment. Oh, what we got here? Okay. I wasn't aware that we had pearls up here. Paris. Lumber. Got no food in this area. Can we assist with that? You guys need food. Wow, we got multiple pearls in this area. We'll push those perfs. We got wool. Well, technically wool gives food as well, so we'll reinforce that in that area because we will be assimilating them eventually. And we've got a little bit of money. Part of me says that maybe it's time to kind of build this area up here. Let's just have a look at where the level of control is. Control, please, game. So we got 90%, 7% in Kingston. We've got 86% there. If we went for Rochester, can you build a bridge? Nope. Let me just come back. What's in Rochester? Fruit. Arrow, wheat. Parking, wheat. You're 81. Kingston is there, 92. Clash between Basingstoke and Windsor. People have been supporting Toulouse have been clashing with the people of Windsor. Support the people of Windsor, they can resolve there. Windsor loses 10% control. What's so special about Windsor? Where's Basingstoke? There's nothing in Basingstoke, so sorry. Windsor's got the advantage. Basingstoke is, well, let me just see. You can just have a balanced education. Oh, no. An admin education, sorry, not balanced education. So you can come there. My instinct is, what's the, how, 199% in there. There's a road there, but I feel that it's not possible. I think what we might do is we're going to found a town in Rochester. No, actually, Cancel construction. I barking. What are you? You're 81. How about Harrow? You're 86. I think, and you've got a bridge connection and all that. I think Harrow might be the better one. It's going to cost us. Yeah, I think we're bound down in Harrow. Because, of course, what we'll be doing effectively at the moment is building Greater London. Okay. He was an admiral of the 9th Navy, so we shouldn't have a problem with replacing him. And one final thing is Norwich. We got Cathedral, we got this here. So anything we can build here. We got two granaries. We got how much money would we make from a lumber mill? Do we want to put a lumber mill in Norwich? It says fiber crop farms. Let's have a look. Got fruits. Okay, we've now integrated, finished integrating up. Pause. Okay, we're going to leave. So we've now integrated this area here in the town of Armagh. Yeah. Wow. This is profitable, but it's got no food. We'll boost that up as a food center. Got legumes, Abbeville, salt. We can build these up here. Actually, I know I'm spending money here, but is there any way I can make these into a subject? Culture. No, not culture. What am I about? Diplomacy. Relations. Create a subject. Commons. We'll make you into a vassal. And who are we going to put in charge? Someone who's young, with a little bit of power, but about Lady Constance of York. She's got pretty good stats, but she doesn't have very good admin. We've got Lady Joan Plantagenet here. I don't really want to throw her away. We might need her. She looks pretty well balanced. Okay, you're now of that. And we come in diplomatic actions. Right, so that's now our province. And the one more thing to do is subject action. We're going to enable scutage. And that will mess France up, because whenever France attacks us, the first thing they do is go for this area. And what it means is we will now have a vassal here. And I think we cover the whole province. Yep. What is this? Province definition core. Yeah. Okay. So you actually independent? Who are you? Diplomatic. Who are you? Come of a mole. She's a subject of. Yeah, she's totally loyal. Anyway, so what that does is it now gives us this area here. If we could stir up some trouble in Artois, could be quite nice. Open up diplomatic actions in there. Covert actions. Can we? Cost something against receiving corrupt officials. Cabinet efficiency, that doesn't sabotage. Okay. If we get into another war with the French, I think Artois is probably a good target, but ideally what I'd like to do is next time would be to take Normandy. But Artois would be a good second choice, because then that will unite this across here and give us control of Calais. So we'd get a stronger and stronger foothold in this area here. Okay, we've lost a core. Locations and means are no longer considered part of our... yeah, well, that's because I've just given it away game. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. Any questions, comments, feel free to put it in the video description. We've got a parliament, which I'll just do very quickly. Promote castle works. Sponsor a cathedral. Do I really want to do this? I mean, we've got loads of stability, so we'd get a cathedral in Lynn, which is up here. We support the states, forest exploitation, promote castle works. We gain fortification works for 10 years, fort building costs minus 50%, monthly progress towards defensive plus 50. I think maybe we'll go with that, and that gives us 65%. See, the Pale are expanding. Maybe we could help the Pale out. Country panel. These guys are independent. Hostile actions. They're probably nobody, are they? We are stronger than them. Is it going to be worth it? I mean, they've got bits and pieces over here. We could snatch this and make them into a vassal, which means that we could then tidy up. Fabricate Casus Belli on... yeah, we're going to basically tidy up this area. I think maybe we need to do it Galway. We're going to punch that. That takes us down to 15%. Focus on the land. We lose 2.5 naval tradition. Social clergy get a little bit fed up with us. We lose legitimacy. Adoption of humanist ideas. I think we can push that. It gets us back to 25 toll castles. Lose toll castles, the satisfaction. Okay, we'll go with that. Get rid of some toll castles. I think toll castles are a bit of a pain in the neck anyway, aren't they? Focus on the land. Okay, we'll do that. That gets us back to 44%. And we will increase opinion that. That gets us to 49%. What I'll do now is I'll just let the game run, and if we don't get any support, we can flip it over with another thing here. We're probably completely annoyed. Gain, force gains. Yeah, okay. We'll give them noble autonomy for 20 years. Max control. Oh no, forget it. Yeah, he won't giving you that. Certainly not going to give you that level of influence. The lords are down to 17%. We lose stability, we gain support, lose support in parliament. It's all going wrong. Okay, we've lost 5% support in parliament. Can we give the lords something to get them back up again, because they hate us? Feudal mercenary. Okay. That gives them 100% control, elite stability decay, agenda for the nobility, max control. We've got the money. It's going to be very, very expensive. I've never done this before, but we're going to go for it. I'm going to bribe the aristocracy. That gets them back to 27%. And we've got no money, but I think it would be worth it. We kind of improve their satisfaction and they're moving back in the right direction. Anyway, I've got distracted again, so this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.